She was never supposed to fall in love with the man she was sent to destroy. And yet, the moment she saw him, something inside her plan began to fall apart. Because Lucas Ashford wasn't the monster she had been warned about. He was worse. He was human. Airports are filled with endings. Broken promises echo louder than departure announcements. And on a freezing November night at JFK Airport, Elena Carter sat alone, beneath harsh white lights, trying not to cry where strangers could see. Her phone screen glowed in her trembling hands. One message, just 3 words. It's over. Sorry. No explanation. No call. 5 years of love erased in a single sentence. Her fiancé had emptied their joint savings account that morning and disappeared. Every dollar she had was gone. Her apartment lease ended in 2 days. And the flight home to Chicago, the only safe place she had left, had just been cancelled after her credit card declined at the counter. Around her, people rushed toward their futures. Families laughed. Business travelers typed confidently. Couples leaned into each other like the world made sense. Elena felt invisible, small, replaceable. She lowered her head, whispering to herself, I'll figure it out, but for the first time in her life, she didn't believe it. Across the terminal, a man watched quietly. Lucas Ashford never noticed strangers. He had trained himself not to. When you were worth $11 billion, attention was dangerous. People smiled for reasons. Kindness came with contracts. Even love had hidden invoices. He walked through airports like a ghost wrapped in tailored suits and quiet authority. Private security waited nearby. His assistant texted non-stop updates about tomorrow's meetings. His jet could have taken off without him. But something unusual made him stop walking. The woman near gate 32. She wasn't asking for help, wasn't performing sadness. She simply looked, defeated. And Lucas recognized that expression. He had seen it once before. In the mirror. 5 years earlier. The night betrayal turned him into a man who trusted no one. He tried to ignore her. He really did. He checked his watch. Boarding in 12 minutes. Another city. Another deal. Another empty hotel suite. But then she quietly wiped her tears and began tearing her boarding pass into tiny pieces. Slow, careful movements, like she was accepting defeat one shred at a time. Something inside him shifted. Annoyance first, then curiosity, then something far more dangerous. Empathy. Lucas Ashford hated empathy. It made people irrational. Still, his feet moved before his mind agreed. Elena sensed someone stop in front of her. Polished shoes. Expensive. She looked up reluctantly. The man standing there looked like he belonged on magazine covers. Dark coat, sharp jawline, calm eyes that carried exhaustion beneath confidence. He didn't smile. He simply asked, quietly, Why aren't you boarding? His voice wasn't intrusive, just steady. She wiped her face quickly, embarrassed. It's none of your business. A reasonable answer. Most people would have walked away. Lucas didn't. He nodded once. Fair. He turned slightly as if to leave. Relief washed over her, until he added, But you look like someone who needs a solution. That irritated her. I don't need saving. For the first time, a faint smile touched his expression. Good, he said. I don't save people. A pause. Then he glanced at the torn boarding pass pieces beside her. But missing a flight rarely improves a bad day. She hesitated. Something about him felt safe, which made no sense. I can't afford another ticket, she admitted quietly. That's all. Lucas absorbed the information without reaction. No pity. No judgment. Just calculation. To him, money was numbers on a screen. To her, it was survival. He reached into his coat, pulled out his phone, and typed a short message. 30 seconds later, an airline supervisor hurried toward them, suddenly attentive. Mr. Ashford, the woman said politely. Everything is ready. Elena blinked. Ready? Lucas picked up her small suitcase before she could protest. You're boarding with me. Her eyes widened. I can't accept that. Yes, you can. I don't even know you. He met her gaze, calm, unreadable. That makes this easier. The supervisor handed Elena a new ticket. First class. She stared at it like it was a mistake. This has to be thousands of dollars. Lucas shrugged slightly. It's a seat that would have been empty. That doesn't make it okay. For a moment, silence stretched between them. Then he said something unexpected. 5 years ago, someone helped me when I didn't deserve it. His voice lowered. I'm still trying.